Ready, box. All right, back with another banger of a chapter. I can't say this one is that much of a banger because it does have some ups and downs, a little emotional roller coaster, but it's a good one. I'm talking about chapter 1487, Observing Eye. Now, off rip, we see the bell ding. It means the round is over. We just got into the spar with Miyata and Ricardo, and Miyata took a clean jab to the face. Bang! That's when the chapter ended at. Open it up as the round ends. We see them both walking back. Miyagi he's kind of haggard, he's breathing pretty heavy as Ricardo's walking away too. And I like a little detail in the background. Some of the spectators and gym mates have cell phones out and recording it. Which, okay, I guess we did the time skip nobody talked about. So we're sticking with it. We came back down from it now, brought to the modern age. I still don't like that time skip. But if it's my only gripe, I gotta live with it. Author note says this: Miyata, thrust in front of his ideals. He's closing in on the key behind Ricardo's strength. See Miyata get back to his corner and talk to his father. His father asks, how did the tallest peak in the world taste? Remember those images of Ricardo, he's at the highest heights, and see Wally on the side and some silhouettes in the background as well as Takamura talking about it. Like, how does it feel to fight the top person in your weight class in the world, the strongest in the world? Miyata says bitter, it sticks out his tongue, has sounded just like a lame face, which I'm liking these expressions from Miyata. I think we're getting something from besides just the regular somber look or the sad look. His father goes on, make sure to savor it. Same thing that Kanoda said. I'm sorry, I might forget. Aoki's trainer said, make sure that it's not about winning or losing for Itagaki. It's about learning and downloading and becoming a better fighter from this experience. Miyata's father goes on to say, your speed is faster, but Sendo's punches are stronger. But the reason Ricardo is so much better, do you really get it? Foreshadowing what his power is. You know, he's faster than Ricardo, and Sendo is stronger than Ricardo. Why is he beating everyone else? Again, thank all you guys by H&I Scantrad and good Sir Scanulations. Log on to the Discord, TinyCCLMGS. Thank you, Beck Black, Papa J, and Papa J. We continue on. It should go without saying that Ricardo was overqualified as a fighter, but he doesn't make that obvious. The source of the issue here is a high-speed acceleration combined with high-speed braking. Now, when I heard this, I thought of the new depth roll, how it ripped up Ippo's thighs and calves. High-speed going, high-speed braking. So just a little foreshadowing how those two are connected. His father goes on to say, he uses no superfluous power and has complete control. He's constantly both attacking and defending, which is the ideal boxing, how to attack and defend. They've been hinting at that since way in the beginning of the series. It goes on. He also does just the right thing at just the right time, with just the right amount of energy. Miyata says, so in other words, he's looking down on me, kind of annoyed, like, okay, I get it, he's better than me, whatever, what you're starting to say. Fella says, listen to me, that man, he knows exactly what's needed, what's going on, what will trouble his opponent the most. His ascertainment is first rate. In other words, his eyes are always observing, even now. And while she's saying this, we see a glimpse of just two panels of Ricardo's eyes kind of staring wildly at him, kind of ominous, very eerie. And then the next panel, he says, he's watching and he's thinking. And we see just a silhouette and that dark bubbles behind effect and just Ricardo looking over his shoulder straight at Miyata. And it's even said when Mayweather was fighting Andre Berto.
He'll look. He's looking to see if you're breathing hard, see if you're getting tired, see if he's very. I've never been in there with somebody that was so observant, very observant of everything that's going on. So every time he kept looking, I knew if he kept looking to see if I was tired, so I'd jump up. You know, I'd jump up on my stool and come straight at him. Every time he's just dictating. He'll stall. He'll act like he's gonna punch. To try to stall you.
How he'd look at him and just know what he was doing, see how he's taking his breaths and just seeing he was cold or he was hot or what was going on with him. Even when he was throwing his own punches, he was watching Berto, his condition, thinking about it, analyzing. Boxing's a thinking man's game. He has it to the highest degree. Even in the corner when he's taking his break, he's not letting up. He's constantly on guard, constantly using his, I won't say visuality, that is a word, but constantly using his eyes to see it. Which honestly makes Wally's strategy even better, because to take away one of his eyes, the same way Psyche did to Ippo and Itagaki, is one of the best moves, because then these guys have the viewpoint, you know? Even causing a cut or something, just attacking his eyes would be one of the best ways to do it. And ascertainment, I put up there with adaptability. Let's say ascertainment is the top level of that ability, is like the level right before it. Ippo also has ascertainment, and he also has adaptability. So lesser level, but he can still act on the fly and on the spot. He thinks things through. Maybe not as far ahead as Ricardo, as we'll see in this chapter, but he still thinks things through. Mura comes by, and she's like, Miyata-san, what should we do? Do you want to continue? We can end it early, is what they told me to tell you. And both Miyata and his father look at Mara, and it's at the same time. Are you joking? And you see the father and son kind of connected.
Hardy fucking whore.
And Mara just looks shocked. Her hair stands up on ends. The two father and son look at each other like, did I do too much? And Dad's like, it's justified. And then Miyata says, not yet. I haven't tasted it thoroughly enough yet. Hey yo, pause. And the father raises his hand. That is our response to them. Mara simply gives an okay motion and goes back. Miyata thinks to himself, complete control, huh? In that case, I'll let everything go and drag out your holding back. Miyata's going up another gear and going all out. You see Ricardo there, guard up, just waiting patiently for him. The crowd gasps. We switch over after that to a voice saying grandma at a hospital, which dead giveaway, it's Sendo. He says, can you hear me? He tells her, I ran again today, and I sent 2 guys flying and sparring. No problems with my weight. I'm in good shape, real good. Toro's been down in the dumps. That's the cat. You know, his favorite thing was just vegging with you. Me and him, we ain't used to you not being around. So hurry up and come home. Hey, can you hear me? You see his grandma just lying at. She doesn't like she's passed away, but her eyes are closed and she's looking sickly. She sees the age on her, and she's looking ill. And next to her bedside is just Sendo. Hands on his knees, head down, can't even see his eyes. Almost like he's holding back tears. Next, and after that, right below that scene, we hear like static shots. We snap right back to Ricardo versus Miyata, which George is playing with our hearts right now. He's doing something sad, then back up to high pace. But I like it though. We see Miyata throwing out his jab, which isn't even nowhere near reaching Ricardo, and Ricardo hitting back with 2 of his own jabs. Miyata thinks to himself, he got me before I could throw. Even though I was trying to set the pace, he got there first. This isn't just a difference in skill. I can feel something's off. He thinks again, I'm feeling uneasy. See Ricardo looking cool as ever. He says, his observing eye. Just an ominous pose of Ricardo, high guard up, and an eye peering out. You know, remember when he fought Ippo, he had that pressure aura behind him? Now it's a large eye for Miyata. You think back to his eyes were highlighted when he defeated Wally as well. So he's looking at Miyata, peering at him, he's calculating, and he slowly edges himself forward. Miyata sees uneasiness, he's backing away. The crowd thinks, he made him fall back. Makes sense. I mean, that intimidation. And Miyata thinks, what are you looking at? What are you thinking? Just what? And the next page, a double page spread of inside Ricardo's mind. And let me tell you, it's a lot going on, so I'm going to take it slow. It's going to extend the video about an extra 10-20 minutes. Here we go. First, 5 centimeters out and 10 centimeters down will be this perfect distance. He sways back frequently, so go with 2 straights. He's fast at responding to hooks. 5 centimeters out and 10 centimeters down will be the perfect distance. If he does that, do that. If he does this, do that. In a high-speed exchange, if you lose the first move, you lose everything. Should I end this here? It means he has the power to stop it and defeat him. He's holding back like Sukuna. He's like, no. See else I can learn. Starting again from the top. He has a habit of marking his rhythm with his fist when he uses his measuring jab. Forcing my way in is too dangerous because of his counters. His body's too far to target. There's something I want to try against this speed. What he wants to try, that I don't know. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think whatever he tries, Miyata's going to let it be known. Or we're going to see it as it goes on. He's thinking. His guard is low, but his reflexes are fast enough to prevent him from taking any fatal blows. Or is he underestimating himself? Is he overestimating himself? Sorry. He said his punches off his back foot are within expectations, so he's expected to back foot punches. Using feints to bait a counter may work. Would he be even faster in 8-ounce gloves? If he does that, do this. He's able to throw combinations without bringing back his hands. What does it mean to be strong? We get another glimpse that Ricardo has the same mindset as Ippo, which means they're intrinsically linked. It's like the wheel of fate connects them both, you know? And whenever he's obsessed with depth roll, his obsession with depth roll is Ippo has it. So he's obsessed with Ippo as well. Everyone he's fighting now has, in some form or fashion, fought to and lost to Ippo. How would he react if I mix in my right? His breathing is out of sorts, but he doesn't seem to be in pain. Are you upset? Now the "are you upset" is stood out to me because I don't know if he was asking himself or Miyata. Maybe both of them. When it comes to himself, he's upset about, did he expect more from him? Did he want to do more? Is he not happy with his performance? And he doesn't want to get upset because I think his true self may come out. That vicious animal that defeated Date and put him permanently into his career after he broke his jaw. Your over-reliance on shoulder blocks doesn't impress me. Swing and a miss. And adjust a few millimeters. Right now, I should look like this to him. You're aiming too much, which makes your output go down. I certainly want to fight him in a real match. Is this foreshadowing? I hope so. I hope so. Like, obviously, I don't want everyone to fight against Ricardo and just he kills everyone and beats Ippo. That would suck. But if he fights Ippo and goes on the line and fights Miyata as well, it'd be dope. He's already fighting Sendo. They're like kind of the big three in the universe. Like they're almost like a trio. You know, they're always in the same weight class. They're all linked together. They've all fought together. I want to catch him on the temple. I'll step in a bit deeper. Okay, so now we see that Ricardo has a kill strategy. Come into the temple, take him out. Very tough. We see Miyata. All this goes on, by the way, inside Ricardo's head. On the other way, we just see Miyata staring at him silently. He thinks, in that instant, it feels like his mind went a million times. Is this the secret behind his strength? In an exchange that lasted less than a second, he stacked it up again and again so he can move without even thinking. His countless hours of training is the key behind his victories. But can he not move and think at the same time? I think this. Swoosh, Ricardo throws out a devastating jab. He says, Miyata thinks, if I think too much, I stop moving. That's normal for everyone. If he's able to create and then perfectly execute a plan at the same time he's adapting to new information, of course it feels like something's off. There's no mistaking it. The thing that makes me uneasy. Said it's no different than being able to peer into the future. The thing that makes him uneasy is his innate calculation ability. He's a human computer, and we get a glimpse at Ricardo again. His eyes look lighter, so I'm wondering what color they're going to make him in the show when it gets animated in 2046. But if they made like orange or something, which is my favorite color, that would be dope. But it's saying he's a human computer. Like Young B, Kim Young B off of Shida no Joe, which, by the way, go read that or go check it out. Amazing anime and manga. And the information he gets, he can put out instantly. So that lag between getting information and switching information doesn't matter. It doesn't last for him. It doesn't affect him or bother him too much. The next panel we get is Sendo's teacher come to talk to him. Takashi-kun, so you're here? Said, yeah, you came all this way, but she's sleeping. Teacher said, that's fine. I came to change the flowers anyway. Sendo says, thanks. This whole time it's not showing his face. She asked, have you heard anything from the doctor? Any news on her condition? He said, she seems like she fainted because of something with her blood pressure. Just that. Teacher says, just what? Sendo says, when Grandma does wake up, he said, she ain't got long. And we just see Sendo hunched over. No one's face in the picture, not even his grandma. Looks like he's mourning her already. Just a somber, quiet tone. Teacher looks down. He says, she raised me all by herself. She was always there for me, always on my side. If Grandma ain't have been there, I might have become a real monster. He stands up. I gotta pay her back. I gotta show her she raised me right. Thanks to her, I became the strong man I am today. I'm bringing that belt back to her bedside for sure. And we finally see Sendo's eyes. Eyebrows raised, looking very much like a tiger. And the fierce energy coming off him, his aura there. His teacher stares at him behind the wall and he looks down at his grandma. He's bringing the belt back. His determination is on fire. Now that doesn't mean anything in the world of Hajime or Ippo, but damn is it fun to see. Next panel we see the rain begins to fall again, which is foreshadowing another death, you know. Maybe it wasn't just his grandmother. Ippo's mom is saying, rain again? We won't be able to take the boat out tomorrow either. She thinks, some rain here and there is fine, but isn't this overkill? Too much of a good thing and all. It'd be nice if I knew for certain when it stopped. It's getting depressing. You see a picture of the dinner table and Ippo's mom looks in at him and she thinks, and yet there's someone who's even more depressed. You just see Ippo looking down. He thinks that the author's note, Miyata is learning, Sendo is vowing, and Ippo is lamenting. Oh my goodness. Three claps, three claps. First off, I do like Ippo's taking a little bit of a darker tone because sometimes it could be a little too goofy. I know it's still a shonen, but we can do some serious themes every now and then. And wow, wow. Morikawa is not letting up. He's hitting us with all three storylines back to back at a fast pace, and I like it. I like it. Just running it down. I do think that Miyata's getting valuable information about how to beat Ricardo. And I like how Ricardo does want to fight Miyata in a real match. And the things, I like we got a glimpse out of his head because even after all this time, Ricardo is still a mystery. He's like the big bad. He's been the big bad since like when him and Date fight, like two. I don't know when it dropped actually in the manga. I have to actually look it up right at the end of the video. I want to say around like 2001. I know like 2005, maybe the anime dropped for it, but it's been a while. And so since that time, he's barely showed up. Whenever he does show up though, he always changes the pace of the stories. That's what I do enjoy because it keeps, he's not overused, not underused, and bringing so many other antagonists, if you can call them that, or opposition to the main characters. You remember he's there, but you see why you can keep entertained with someone else besides him. You know, everyone knows about Batman and Joker, but he has an entire rogues gallery that you can pull from and enjoy, probably even more than the actual Joker. And I like that we see that how his brain works and how he's constantly calculating, and the lag between his thoughts and his actions is very small and minute. But I think Ippo will be able to capitalize that with the new Debs role. I think that will be the thing that will help him look up and handle Ricardo. And obviously his one punch power. Sendo making a vow to his grandma was impressive to see. Not that he's ever unimpressive. I never doubted. Like Sendo always goes into fights with that mindset. So it makes sense he has it. You know, he only lost to Ippo, and then you can say he lost decision of bowl, but it's up in the air. And Ippo lamenting because right now he's at the crossroads. Boxing's taking a lot from him and those around him. He doesn't know if he can stick in it anymore. But he cannot cut himself from boxing. But he can have Kumi and boxing. So I think in order to keep his promise, he's going to have to cut everyone off and leave it all behind. Kind of get rid of his worldly attachments. He's got to burn everything down to a cinder to finally reach total glory. But yeah. This chapter was amazing. It's a good one. I'm liking this dark pace, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.